our faculty members from different departments, head of the department, from economics department, Dr. Manjushri Dole, all my dear students in the webinar on confidence building. For the benefit of students and to make them industry ready, Career Guidance and Placement Cell organizes series of programs and webinars. This is one of them. We all know to become successful in life or in any venture opted by us certainly require knowledge. However, even though it is most important element, other elements such as communication and confidence are also very important. They are known as soft skills, and one cannot deliver knowledge to get the desired result without having the soft skills. That's confidence. Self-confidence is the best outfit that one can own. Hence, today's topic, confidence building, is important for each one of us. On this note, I request respected Principal Dr. Geeta Menon Madam to share her views in this regard. Menon Madam. Over to you, Menon Madam. नीलम मैम वो शायद फिर से डिस्कनेक्ट हो गए ऐसा लग रहा है. Hello. Over to you, Geeta Menon Madam.
Happy ho raha hai. Thank you. Yeah. I think now I am audible, right?
Yes, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you, Neeta Madam. A very warm welcome to all my dear student friends, my colleagues, teacher colleagues, and the guest for the day, Ajay Almeida ji, who is here to speak to us about the confidence building. My dear student friends, R K Talreja College and the teachers are always ready to help the students. The students' career guidance cell, which is actually student career guidance and placement cell, is trying their best to give the students what possible way a child can be groomed into a better person for tomorrow. A child can be groomed with the soft skills so that the student is ready for the market and for a good job and for a better future. My dear student friends, confidence building, I'm sure Mr. Ajay Almeida ji will be talking to you, is very important, very, very, very important when you face interviews, when you face challenges of your life. Life challenges need not be job challenges, but any kind of challenge that you face in your life. and it gives you a small positive feeling. Yes, I can face the challenge, I can face the roughness, and I will be coming or getting out of this as a winner. Without taking much of your time, I really thank my teacher team headed by Neelam Kapoor Madam, Head of Physics Department, and her ever active team, Dr. Neelam Mulchandani, Dr. Neeta Gundawar, the librarian. I think the team is a big team. There is Sumit sir, Bharat sir, and few more, I think Chandar Rora sir. All these people are ready to make your life a better life. So I will just request my student team, accept what they tell you, read what they tell you, make the lessons given to you by Ajay sir as a record on your diary, and implement into your life to be a good person for tomorrow. So all the best to my team, all the best to Ajay Almeida ji. Welcome to our college. Welcome to Seva Sadan's R K Talreja College. And the platform is yours. The students are yours. Please go happy confidence building among them. Thank you. Over to you, Neeta madam.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Yeah, on this note, actually, I would like to say sorry to everyone for the technical glitches we faced for 15-20 minutes. And students must be eager to listen to Ajay Almeida sir. To introduce him, I would like to say Ajay Almeida sir is certified neuro-linguistic programming master practitioner and career strategist and advanced life coach from ABNLP, that is American Board for NLP, and ANLP, that is Association of NLP India. He has trained more than 5,000 participants in soft skills, behavioral skills, psychology, verbal ability of campus recruitment, CAT, and other competitive exams. He has trained communication trainers, managers, teachers, and students. He has been a keynote speaker and a facilitator at various open workshops. He contributes as a lead consultant and trainer at GDES, Gulbarga Diocese Education Society. He is also the lead trainer in communication skills for the lawyer at Gulbarga High Court, a bench of Bangalore High Court. He provided his consultant services to Sarze Educational Society. He has designed and conducted Train the Trainer and Life Coach certification programs with Learn and Leap. He has also designed and delivered communication skills and customer care training for the retail managers at hypermarket. He has trained around 7,000 students in Maharashtra in job ready skills and around 1,000 frontline staff of ISS Facilities Private Limited in soft skills and computer skills. He began as a communication skills trainer and worked his way in behavioral and personal developmental trainer. Currently, he specializes in leadership skills training, emotional wellness, and career development. He is senior board member and master coach at SK Consultancy, an ABNLP accredited institution that imparts high quality training and certification in NLP. I request everyone, I think with this introduction, all the students must be knowing how well versed he is in his field. We are all eager to listen to you from Ajay sir. Sir, please start with your session. Over to you, Ajay sir.
Good afternoon, everyone. Am I audible? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Ma'am, you'll have to make me the co-host so that I can share my video as well as the screen.
Yeah.
Done, sir. Done, ma'am. Done.
Ajay sir, you can unmute yourself. You are co-host now.
Yes, am I audible now? Can you hear me?
Yes, yes,
Yes,
we can.
yes, sir.
Fantastic. If my voice is crystal clear, I want everybody to put crystal clear in the chat. Let me see some activity in the chat. Fantastic, fantastic. Good to see everyone. Good to see everyone. Great, great, great. All right. So let's go on the speaker mode. So I hope everybody is able to see me very clearly. Fantastic. Great, great, great. Awesome, awesome. So how many of you, I'm going to ask a very, very simple question. Already ma'am has introduced me. So I will not waste any time in introducing myself. My name is Ajay Almeida and I'm here to help you. That's it. I'm here to serve you, nothing else. Okay. Just that one line. I am here to be at your service. Now I want to ask you a simple question. And that is, how many of you want to have success in your life? A very simple question. If anybody wants to have success, if anybody wants to be phenomenally successful, then just put 10 times in the chat. I'm going to put something in the chat. I want you to see that. If you agree with me, just put 10x in the chat. Yes. Fantastic. I'm not a person who's going to be content with just having little bit of confidence so that tomorrow you will crack a job interview or tomorrow you will land into a better, a higher institute where you are going ahead for some career studies. No, that is not the goal of life. You need to have a powerful confidence, 10 times confidence to actually go ahead. So wonderful to see all the students are putting in 10x. Now, do you agree that you have to make a lot of efforts to reach here? Do you agree with me? Or is it very easy to have this much confidence in your life? Absolutely, you have to make a lot of efforts. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to share with you some tools and techniques and also a lot of resources. So post the training also, I'm going to give you a lot of resources because I believe not just in 1 hour training, but I believe in holding the hand and helping people to reach their potential. Is there a voice break? Can you hear me clearly?
This is absolutely clear.
Absolute
Absolutely
clear?
clear.
Okay, okay,
Yes,
okay.
yes.
Okay, fantastic. All right. So like I told you, I don't believe in just 1 hour training. There is going to be a lot of resources at the end of the webinar. There's going to be a lot of things that I'll be sharing with you because I want you to have 10 times confidence. In this session, I'm going to give you the actual tools which will help you to build your confidence. Okay. Now, let me tell you just one sentence about myself. What do you think? My personality. Am I an extrovert or an introvert? What do you think? From what you know of me so far, what do you think? Am I an extrovert or an introvert? Okay, most of you are saying you seem to be an extrovert. That's right. Actually speaking, I am an introvert. I am not an extrovert. I am actually an introvert. I choose to be an extrovert whenever I want to, but normally I'm an introvert. What does that mean? It means that when you have confidence, you can switch to any state that you want to. Absolutely, absolutely, Mansi. You're so right. When you have confidence, you can switch to any role so that you get the results. All that matters is getting results, nothing else. Nothing else. Absolutely. But for that, you need to have confidence. Now, we're going to understand what is this confidence, where does it come from, and how to protect our confidence. Fantastic. So, all the people who are excited to learn and implement confidence, just put excited in the chat. Fantastic. Great, 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 great. And I hope the screen is visible to everyone. Let me just put it on the slideshow mode.
Yes, it is visible, sir.
Great, great. I love the students' energy here, ma'am. They are really enthusiastic, and I must appreciate that they have been waiting for so long, and yet I can see a lot of energy here. So hats off to the students and hats off to the faculty as well, because this shows how amazing your college is and how amazing your faculty is. Great. Awesome. Awesome. So as we move ahead, I'm going to give you the tools. Now let us go one by one. Before we go ahead, I want to ask you one last question. चलो एक और question पूछ लेते हैं. And that is, what will happen if you have 10x confidence in your life? What will happen? What will happen? What do you think is going to happen if you have 10x confidence in your life? Okay, one is Srishti says success. Yash also says success. What else? You will reach success. Okay. Perform better in every aspect of life. That's right, Suraj. Never going to hesitate. I'll be able to talk better. I'll be recognized. Fantastic, Keith. That's beautiful. So right, you'll be recognized, and that is what we're going to touch upon. Your life will become more convenient. Our life will become a little bit smooth. Nothing will be impossible to achieve, Sangeeta. Beautiful. Our life will become a little bit smooth. Beautiful. Okay. I'll tell you one thing. After interviewing a lot of students, after being an HR professional, after going through a lot of resumes and a lot of interviews, I can just tell you one thing. Those people who lack confidence don't make it far. I can just tell you that. Even if they join somewhere, even if they start a project, they are not able to finish it. They always get controlled or manipulated by others. In the corporate life, I've seen a lot of talented students who get controlled and manipulated by others and ultimately reach nowhere in their career life. And many of them reach nowhere in their personal life also. So confidence is important in every aspect. We are going to learn now how exactly are we going to do it. And I love to keep everything very, very simple. After going through the A, B, C, D, E, F of confidence, I'll give you a simple technique which we will use here itself. And you will tell me how much confidence is increased because of this technique. All right. So let's move ahead. The first thing about confidence is attitude. Attitude. Now, when I say attitude, yes, Nilesh, I'll tell you there is a difference between confidence and overconfidence. Actually, overconfidence is nothing but a show confidence. We show ourselves to be confident in front of people, but inside we don't feel confident. People who come across as overconfident are the ones who actually don't have confidence. They don't know themselves. They're just creating a show. That's actually a sign of low confidence. But how does a confident person look? And how does a confident person speak? We'll take a look at that. Let me take you through the A, B, C, D, E, F to keep it very simple. The first thing is attitude. A confident person is somebody who has not a positive attitude only, but a very, very practical attitude. A very practical attitude. So if I have to say, it's practical attitude. What do I mean by practical attitude? Depending on the circumstance, depending on where you are, you will choose how you want to think about it. By the way, what is attitude? Attitude is your default way of thinking. Your default way of thinking. Now, I want people to tell me honestly, let's be very honest. How many of you, when you look at yourself in the mirror, feel the first feeling that comes to you is, wow, I am amazing? How many of you get that feeling? Put me in the chat. And be very honest. A person who looks, first thing when you look at yourself in the mirror, you feel wow. Wonderful. Not every time wonderful. I'm happy that you have been very honest over there. Okay. There are moments when you don't feel wow. Okay. And now let me ask you another question. When things don't go right, when things are going wrong in your life, how many of you blame yourself? when things go wrong, how many of you blame yourself first? Now, this is the difference. This is the difference. A practical attitude is where you will feel wow, no doubt, but you will also respect your feelings. There will be some days when you feel low and you will be honest with your feelings. You may not feel wow all the time. Maybe 90% or 70% of the time you feel wow. So your goal is to make sure that most of the times you have this feeling of wow as soon as you wake up. So there's a simple trick for that. As soon as you wake up, don't snooze your alarm. Don't snooze your alarm. Okay? Don't snooze your alarm and don't reschedule your alarm. The trick is as soon as you hear your alarm go, you have to quickly get up. That's it. Quickly get up, and the first thing that you need to do is go and wash your face with cold water. Keep cold water ready. Go and wash your face with cold water and then look at yourself in the mirror. You're not supposed to snooze. You're not supposed to say, okay, 10 minutes more, 5 minutes more. Make it a habit. As soon as you wake, as soon as you hear your alarm, quickly get up, stretch, wash your face with cold water. And that water has to be very cold, okay? बहुत ठंडा होना चाहिए. Because that is going to remove all your laziness away in one shot. Okay? It has to be very cold. So a night before, make sure that you have that water ready. And then as soon as you wake up, just go get that water, wash your face till you feel fresh. And then when you look at the mirror, I can guarantee you that you will always have the feeling of wow. Guaranteed. I'll write and give it to you. Superb, superb Nehal. Fantastic. Superb Sunny. Okay. And this is what will definitely, no matter how your mood has been, sometimes when we get up early in the morning or maybe a little bit later, we feel ठीक है पता नहीं क्या होने वाला है another day चलो ये दिन भी काट लेते हैं okay ऐसा होता है we get that but now I want you to change the strategy keep cold water ready one day one night prior and as soon as you wake up as soon as you hear the alarm फटाफट get up doesn't matter what time it is just get up leave your bed go and just splash cold water till you feel fresh and then you look at yourself in the mirror and you will feel a sense of wow 100%. And why is this so important? Because the way you begin your day defines the way you lead your day. Let me put that in the chat. The way you begin your day defines the way you lead your day. The way you begin your day defines the way you lead your day. And if you want to be leaders in your life, you should learn to conquer your morning. You should learn to conquer your morning. Don't give excuses कि कल मैं रात बहुत लेट सोया, कल Netflix देखा, आज छुट्टी है. Don't do that. If you want to be average, you can do that. Please do that. But if you want to be 10x, then you cannot do it. No, Shubham, that is just a fear. Cold water doesn't cause fever. Even ice cream doesn't cause cold. That's a myth. What causes any fever or cold is your low immunity, nothing else. Okay? So remove that thing from your mind. Cold water doesn't cause anything. In fact, cold water increases your immunity if you do it habitually. Okay? So whatever you do, no excuses. Wake up with the right attitude. Have this is attitude. I'll keep things very simple. मैं कोई भाषणगिरी नहीं करने वाला. I'm going to give you proper techniques for everything. ठीक है? Now this way, you will have a wow experience. Now I'll tell you what is going to happen. अगर दिन में कोई चीज खराब जाती है or something goes really bad, okay, still, because of the confidence, the high confidence with which you began your day, you will have enough willpower and enough self-esteem to not blame yourself. You will not blame yourself when things go wrong. And this will happen automatically. I'll tell you what is going to happen. You will study the circumstance. Instead of blaming yourself, you will study the situation. You will analyze it and you will create your own feedback. अगर कुछ गलत गया तो क्यों गलत गया? अगर कुछ गलत गया तो क्यों गलत गया? Why did it go wrong? You will not start by saying, अरे मैंने ये क्यों किया? Why did I do this? Instead of that, what actually happened? And then you will take a feedback. ठीक है, ऐसा हुआ इसीलिए ऐसा हुआ. Now with the feedback, you will be able to be successful next time if this situation happens. If you're able to follow this whole point of practical attitude, just put A in the chat. If you have any questions on this, please ask. Fantastic. Great. Simple है ना? Is it difficult? Not at all. Anybody can do it, right? Next time, whenever you come across a bad situation, stop blaming yourself. Because blame करने के बाद, we do not take action. Remember that. अगर हम अपने आप को blame करते हैं ना तो action नहीं लेते. और अगर action नहीं लेते ना तो काम नहीं होता है. Simple as that. So instead of that, if you can study the situation and understand what went wrong, analyze and get your feedback, then you are pruning yourself for success. Okay? Awesome. Let's move ahead. The next is, so A is for attitude. The next is behavior. B is for behavior. What is behavior? Behavior is nothing but your actions, your daily actions. Now there's a simple trick for this, okay? I'm sure all of you have some role models in your life. Think about somebody whom you really admire, okay? Take 10 seconds. Think about somebody whom you really admire. Once you have that person in your mind, what is the first quality of that person that you like? What is the first quality of that person do you like? Kindness, Vivek says, the nature of that person, okay. Hard work, you like their attitude, you like their discipline, their humbleness, okay. Always ready to help. Beautiful. Now my question is, आपको कैसे मालूम पड़ा कि वो kind है, कि वो hard working है, कि उनके helping nature है? How did you come to know? Very good. By looking at their behavior. The answer is on the screen. So tell me one thing, if you don't behave like a person with high confidence, will people see confidence in you? No, okay? So confidence will be seen only when you behave that way. Now with that attitude, with a practical attitude, you already have some power in your life to behave this way. So let me tell you what you need to do. Simple technique. जिसको भी आप एडमायर करते हो ना, उसकी एक क्वालिटी जो आपने यहां पे लिखी है, look at that quality and you just need to replicate that quality. Study their behavior, replicate that quality at least once in the day. एक बार, once in a day. As simple as that. I'm not going to give you Bhashangiri. I'm going to give you simple techniques and tools which are absolutely, you can use them. जिसको भी admire करते हो, उसकी एक quality ले लो, सबसे बड़ी quality, and replicate that quality only once in a day. Only once in a day. So suppose you see hardworking nature of your brother, then in that day, replicate that quality of hardworking. Got it, everyone? अपने behavior में वो लाओ. And then I'll tell you what is going to happen. Slowly and steadily, the person that you're admiring, you will become like that person. You will not lose your originality. You will be you only. But you will take that powerful quality of that person and you will grow in your life. Is it simple? Is it easy? Is it rocket science? It's not rocket science, right? Pretty simple. एक ही बार इसको replicate करना है और कुछ नहीं, 10 बार नहीं, एक ही बार. Just once, don't stress yourself. एक ही बार. And you will automatically feel the difference. You'll automatically feel the difference. As simple as that. So we finished with A and B. A stands for attitude, and we don't say positive attitude, we say practical attitude, which is much higher than even positive attitude. B stands for behavior. And what you're doing over here is you're just replicating one behavior of the person that you admire in a day and feel the difference. That's what, Nehal, I'm saying. You're not going to lose your uniqueness because you're not copying them. You're just replicating the behavior. I'll give an example. Anand has given the example of Elon Musk over here. Okay. Now, Elon Musk works for the good of the world. This is what Anand has observed. So, which means that in that day, Anand is going to do one thing where he's going to be good to others. So that doesn't mean Anand loses his uniqueness, right? That means Anand has just taken up a quality which he really admires. And let me tell you one more thing. जो चीज आप दूसरों में आपको अच्छी लगती है, वो चीज already आप में होती है. What you admire in others is already present in you. That is why you admire it. अगर आप में है ही नहीं तो admire नहीं करोगे. Got it, everyone? Agreed? What you admire in others is actually already there in you. बस उसको अभी perfect करना है. And for that, you need to learn from the best. And the people that you admire are the best. Okay? Fantastic. I hope your doubt is clear now. Can we move ahead? Beautiful. Amazing. Amazing. Superb. Let's move ahead. Let me clear the drawings and let me move ahead. What about C? Let's see what does C mean over here. So A, B हो गया. अभी C देखते हैं फटाफट से. Let's take a look. Now C stands for consistency. Attitude, behavior, and consistency. How many of you, now be very honest, have a problem being consistent? आप start तो करते हो लेकिन होता नहीं है बाद में. You take up a lot of projects, but you are not consistent. Okay, a lot of people, okay. You know what is the main reason for not being consistent? Because you don't believe in it 100%. You don't breathe it. किसी ने बोला है इसीलिए हम करते हैं. अगर कोई प्रोजेक्ट किसी और का होता है और हम उसमें बिलीव नहीं करते हैं, honestly you don't believe in it. It is just करना है. That is the reason why you lose interest, and that is why there is no consistency. Now, how to develop consistency? Simple है. Only take one project at a time and call this project as your masterpiece. I know that you'll have to do a lot of projects in the college and all those things. वो बात सही है. But if you want to build consistency, तो एक exercise करना पड़ेगा, and that is take your one project, one masterpiece. And I'm going to give you an exercise. Write down 100 reasons. Not 10, not 20, not 30, 100 reasons why you want to do it. I'm telling you, my friends, जब तक आप 100 तक आओगे ना, you will understand this is it. मुझे ये करना ही है. 100 reasons why you want to do it. Write down 100 reasons why you want to do it, and then tell me whether you'll be consistent or not. This is only to develop consistency. एक project ले लो, एक masterpiece ले लो, उसके पीछे decide what you want to do, then you write 100 reasons for it. अगर 5-6 reasons के बाद गाड़ी आगे नहीं बढ़ रही है, it means it is somebody else. किसी और का project आप ले रहे हो. And that's the reason why we are not consistent. A person who's consistent, believes in it 100%, breathes it every day, has no distractions, because उसको वही दिखता है. That is why he's consistent. An athlete, take an example of an athlete. Anybody who wants to compete in Olympics or even any athletic competition, day and night, they only think about it. That's the reason why they are consistent. Not because they like to do it. They also feel bored. They also feel kyo karna hai yaar aaj. But still they're able to push themselves and do it. Why? Because they have enough reasons to do it. That's why. The reason why you're not consistent is because you don't have enough reasons to do it. Because you've borrowed it from somebody else. Okay? You need to have strong reasons to do it. And by the way, by the time you come to 100 reasons, it is going to be your own reasons. किसी और का reason हो ही नहीं सकता वो. This is tough, not easy. But एक बार कर लो and then see the difference. Because life is always going to be tough. In fact, life is going to be tougher in the future. Correct? When you were a child, life was not so tough. As you keep growing, life becomes tougher and tougher and tougher. It is going to be that way because you are being trained to be a masterpiece. That's why. Okay? Are we clear on this? एक और चीज आप कर सकते हो, एक और चीज आप कर सकते हो, एक और चीज. कंसिस्टेंट रहने के लिए एक अकाउंटेबिलिटी पार्टनर रखो. Keep one accountability partner, somebody who believes in you, who supports you, and report your progress daily to that person. और जिस दिन आपने progress report नहीं किया, उस दिन you have to give 500 rupees. You can decide on the amount, but not less than 500 से कम नहीं देना है. That day you are going to give 500 rupees to your accountability partner. The day you don't follow on your actions, you have to give 500 rupees to your accountability partner. Or you can give more also, but not less than 500. So जब ये pain आएगा ना, when you'll feel this pain, you will be pushed towards your goal also. You know, this is how people do great things. ऐसा ही नहीं होता. कोई born consistent नहीं होता. Nobody is born consistent. We are all developing it. That's right. That's right. Failure is the first step towards success. Keep in mind and keep move on. And please move on. That's right, Lavito. Are you all clear with this, guys? 100 reasons likhna hai, and then keep an accountability partner. And if you are not following, give them 500 rupees or more. With that, you will be pushing towards your success. Because otherwise, you will not be successful. And you will not build confidence. Okay, so we finished A, B, and C. Can anyone quickly tell me what was A and B? Fatafat, let me test your memory. Let me see whether you're engaged with me. What was A and B? What does A and B stand for in confidence building? Attitude and behavior. Fantastic, fantastic. Let's move on. Let's move on. The next is determination. Now, if you notice, agar aapne A, B, or C systematically step by step kiya, then you arrive at something called as determination. What is the meaning of determination? Determination means I am looking forward. I'm going to keep it very simple. I am looking forward for challenges. That is the simple definition of determination. Not going to give you any textbook definition. I'm going to give practical definition as I see in my clients. My clients, whenever they come to a point of rock solid determination, they are actually not running away from pain, but they are looking forward for challenges. And for this, there's a simple thing that you can do. Participate in events which are relevant to you and take part in competitions, especially tough competitions. Competitions which are definitely tough. For example, if you want to build your body, if you want to become stronger, then take part in marathons. Take part in something that's going to stretch you out. That is going to give you more determination. That's going to give you more determination. ठीक है, विल पावर जो है ना ऐसे ही नहीं ग्रो होता. Willpower has to be developed, and that will happen when you're looking forward for challenges. How many of you have heard of Iron Man contest? Have you heard about Iron Man? कितने लोगों ने Iron Man के बारे में सुना है? Iron Man पिक्चर वाला नहीं, but actually it's a triathlon. It's a triathlon. Okay, there's a triathlon plus there are 3-4 sports also. So there are people who are even disabled to become Iron Man. I don't know whether you know about this gentleman called as Praveen Tayotya. Have you heard about this man called as Praveen Tayotya? Anybody? Praveen Tayotya. No? He is actually a commando. He's a commando. And he was awarded for protecting in when there was when Kasab had attacked, when 2611 had started. At that point of time, he was the one who got injured. बहुत बुरी तरीके से injured हो गए, वो commando थे, and he became disabled. But in spite of that, he went ahead and competed in spite of his disability, and he became the Iron Man of India. Okay, I'll be giving you the link later on. I want you to watch these people also. Determination का मतलब है looking forward for challenges. You are not going to settle for less. You will compete, and you'll compete where your chances of success are very less. Compete where your chances of success are very less. Why? Because only then you will push yourself. Only then you'll push yourself. I'll give you a simple example from my own life. Since I was an introvert, मैं कभी भी public speaking नहीं करता था. लेकिन एक बार क्या हो गया, in my college, they told me that if you don't present, we will not promote you. तुम्हारे marks कैसे भी हो, क्योंकि मेरा college autonomous था, so they had the rules. If you don't present, if you don't take a class on thermodynamics, then we are not going to promote you, no matter what your marks are. I was challenged. So what I did, I came out of my comfort zone. And at that moment, what I did was I took the best students. I made friendships with them. And I told them, देखो मैं ये करने वाला हूँ. I want you to give me very harsh criticism. Insult me. Give me the harshest criticism so that I can make myself better. And they did that. They gave me a lot of insults. Some insults were personal also. But I told them because I wanted this challenge. When I realized it, I worked upon it. And that's how today I'm able to speak. In fact, my largest audience was 5,000. And one time, in one shot, when I was giving a keynote speech on group dynamics. So that is how it is, my friends. You will not grow if you don't get challenged. Absolutely. You will not grow if you don't get challenged. So if you want to be average, then don't do this. Go in a comfort zone. If you don't want to be average, then you should have this determination. And by the way, these are all steps of confidence building, okay? These are all steps. By the time you come to determination, by this time, I can challenge you that you will be ready for anything. Anything that life throws at you, will be ready. तभी है ना इंटरव्यू जो है, ये सब छोटी छोटी चीजें लगेंगी. ग्रुप में कुछ बात करना, ये सब बहुत ही छोटा लगेगा, because you have stretched yourself. Okay, guys? So I hope this is clear to everyone. In determination, we are looking forward for success, for challenges, and we go to places or events or competitions which will stretch us out. जहां पे हमको stretch करना ही पड़ेगा, and chances of success are less. Because I'll tell you a simple secret. You will be rewarded in life for the quality of problems you solve. Let me put that in the chat so that you have it with you forever. You will be rewarded. Your rewards are equivalent, or your rewards equal your contribution. Your rewards always equal your contribution. Look at anybody who's successful. They have contributed so much. That's the reason why they got success in life. And that will happen only when you compete with people who are tougher than you, stronger than you. Great. So how many of you feel amazing at this point of time? How many of you feel amazing? Put yes in the chat right now. How many of you are feeling that rise in confidence already? Great, awesome. There are two more things to be done, and then I'm going to give you a very powerful technique. Great, awesome. So let's go to the next one. Okay? So A, B, C, and D. Let's go to E and F. And I hope everybody is fantastically happy to see what is going to be the next one. My friends, it's not only about efforts. You need to make effective efforts. I also call it, you should have the perfect strategy. Which means that आपके जो efforts जो है ना, वो strategy के अनुसार होने चाहिए. Not just any efforts. I'll give an example. Let's say that somebody wants to be very good in public speaking. ठीक है? और वो क्या कर रहा है रोज? बोलता है मैं रोज 10 वीडियो देखूंगा. I'll watch 10 videos on public speaking every day. You think that person will be effective? You think he will succeed in becoming a good public speaker? उसकी strategy क्या है? उसका efforts डाल रहा है, 10 videos देख रहा है रोज. No, no. And let me give you another example. Let me say another person watches just one video daily. एक ही वीडियो देखता है वो, लेकिन वो वीडियो देखने के बाद he has a strategy that he is going to speak the same thing in front of 3 people that day. 3 लोगों के सामने वो सेम चीज बोलने वाला है. एक ही वीडियो देखेगा. Do you think it's an effective strategy? अभी एफर्ट किसने ज्यादा डाला? You tell me. एफर्ट किसने ज्यादा डाला? फर्स्ट या सेकंड वाले ने? फर्स्ट वाले ने ज्यादा एफर्ट डाला. क्यों बताया? 10 वीडियोस देख रहा है वो. लेकिन सेकंड वाले ने एक ही वीडियो देखा. वो देखने के बाद he said I'm going to speak in front of 3 people, which anybody can do, right? Now let me tell you one thing. ये हो गया हमारा सेकंड पर्सन. Okay? Now I'll tell you about the third person. Now third person क्या बोलता है? First, listen to me carefully. First 7 days, पहले 7 दिन वो 3 लोगों के सामने बात करेगा. Okay? Next 7 days, he will speak in front of 5 people. And finally, the last 7 days, he is going to speak in front of 10 people. Now tell me whose strategy is even better? Whose strategy is even better? Third person. So who has higher chances of success in shorter time? The third person. Fantastic. This is what I mean by having effective efforts. It's not only efforts that are going to help you. Have effective efforts. Now, how to do this? Simple. I told you the person that you admire, right? Now look at anybody whom you admire who's highly successful and just study their work ethics. For example, if Elon Musk that you admire, then please read his biography. Study his life and see why he is so effective. तो जिसको भी आप इफेक्टिव बोल रहे हो, सक्सेसफुल बोल रहे हो, उसकी वर्क एथिक्स को स्टडी करो एंड उसका बस 10% इंप्लीमेंट करो. जस्ट टेक 10% ऑफ इट. डोंट बी ओवर एम्बिशियस एंड ओवर कॉन्फिडेंस दैट मैं पूरा इलॉन मस्क का जैसा है वैसे ही करूंगा. उसका बस 10% ले लो पहले एंड डू इट एंड देन टेल मी. दिस इज मोर इफेक्टिव. लोग क्या करते हैं? बस पढ़ लेते हैं एक बुक, ना तो एक वीडियो देख लेते हैं, or else they'll go on YouTube and find out, okay, how do I improve myself? They'll watch one video and then they'll keep quiet. If you want to go ahead, you need to have effective efforts. That will only happen when you study the work ethics of that person. How does that person work? How many hours do they put? What kind of a training do they have? How do they think? And then channelize that in that particular day. Just take 10% of it. Uska bas 10% apply karo and you will see a change in your results. You'll see a change in your results. So I'll give you a simple technique over here. Whatever you're doing, do it in chunks of 20 minutes. कोई भी चीज आप कर रहे हो 20 minutes के chunks में करो. 20 मिनट जी तोड़ काम करना है, उसके बाद 5 मिनट का ब्रेक, उसके बाद वापस 20 मिनट. This will give you effectiveness. This will give you effectiveness. We call it the 20-minute chunks. Okay, so this is how you can improve on any skill. So the next part was effective efforts. Now, if you all are clear with effective efforts, then just say yes in the chat. If not, please ask me a question. So I hope everybody is also noting down what are the tasks you need to do, क्योंकि मैं हर एक चीज के ऊपर आपको टास्क दे रहा हूं. Beautiful, fantastic. Yes, I will quickly repeat it. ठीक है, मैं क्या बोल रहा था? Effective efforts क्या होता है? Strategy के साथ आगे बढ़ना. Not like a donkey, but like an eagle. Have a strategy. Have a strategy. And then I gave you an example of 3 different people. I hope that was clear to everybody. Then I told you which one has a better strategy. And then finally, I told you to develop strategy in your life, practically speaking. Study the person whom you admire. उसकी वर्क एथिक्स को जानो, उसकी बायो पढ़ो, या फिर उसका जो डॉक्यूमेंट्री मूवी बनता है वो देखो, और जस्ट ऑब्जर्व दैट पर्सन एंड देन जस्ट अप्लाई 10% ऑफ हाउ दे वर्क, and you will see that you are now going to have a different strategy. So if there's anybody that you have not, if you have not admired anybody, then I want you to challenge yourself and look beyond yourself. I'm not saying admire का मतलब है हर एक चीज आपको पसंद आएगी उसकी, नहीं. मे बी 1 or 2 क्वालिटीज जो आपको डेवलप करना है अपने लाइफ में, उसको एडमायर करो. आई एम नॉट सेइंग यू हैव टू थिंक ऑफ दैट पर्सन लाइक गॉड, नो. दैट पर्सन मे हैव मेनी डिफरेंट क्वालिटीज, बट आप वही क्वालिटीज ले लो जो आपको डेवलप करना है. So Vinay, one of the things that you can do is ask yourself where you want to develop, what do you want to do, and then see the people who have already done that, जिन्होंने वो already achieve किया है, तो वहां से आप इंस्पिरेशन ले लो. Okay? And then I told you 20 minutes के chunks, जो भी करना है उसको 20 मिनट के चंक में करना है. 20 minutes, no distraction, just focus. 5 minutes, get distracted, go do whatever you want to do, then come back again 20 minutes. And I'm telling you, your effectiveness will greatly improve. And because your effectiveness will improve, you know what's going to happen? आपके results ज़्यादा बढ़ने वाले हैं. And results जब बनेंगे तब क्या होता है? तब मजा आता है. That is the time when you feel successful. शायद लोगों को results नहीं दिखेगा, आपको पहले दिखेगा. You will feel successful. And that is when you have 10x confidence. Yes, absolutely. So let me quickly answer the 2 questions that I can see over here. Okay. So I'll go one by one quickly before we go to the last one. Or else, guys, can we do one thing? Can I quickly finish the F factor and then we can come to this question? Alok, and I think we have Alok and one more person. Yes, ठीक है. तो फटाफट हम लोग लास्ट पार्ट कर लेते हैं, then I'll come back to this question. All right. Okay. So the next one, the last part. That's it. This is the last part of confidence building, and I like to keep it very simple, and that is failing forward. Nobody likes to fail. Lekin life is filled with a lot of failures. Talk to any experienced person. Talk to any experienced person, and anybody who has actually gone ahead in life have failed a lot many times. But the only difference is people fail downward. Average people, they fail downward. मतलब क्या होता है? फेल होने के बाद उनका सेल्फ एस्टीम लो हो जाता है, उनको बुरा लगने लगता है, वो लोग पर्सनली लेते हैं फेलियर, और लोग बोलते हैं दे ब्लेम देमसेल्व्स. ओके, नहीं यार मुझे ऐसे करना चाहिए था, मैं ऐसा था वैसे था, एंड ऑल दोस थिंग्स, एंड दे विल नॉट टेक एक्शन. एंड सो व्हाट हैपेंस इज बिकॉज ऑफ दैट दे गो डाउन and they loosen up. सबसे पहले the mind gets loosened up and they lose. दोनों भी होता है. Mind gets loosened up, mind ढीला पड़ जाता है, and they start losing in life. But you have a choice. Next time when you fail, choose to fail forward. In other words, study your failure. Ask the question, why did I fail? What did I do? What exactly did I do? And the next one is, what can I change? What can I change? 3 questions. Why did I fail? Exactly, why did I fail? मैंने क्या किया जिसके कारण मैं फेल हुआ? And what can I change? मुझे क्या चेंज करना चाहिए? I'll give a classic example, okay? आपने एक एंट्रेंस एग्जाम के लिए रजिस्टर किया और पहली बार whatever percentile you wanted आपको नहीं आया. You didn't get it. Now many people will say, अरे एग्जाम बहुत टफ था यार, ये तो ऐसे भी टफ एग्जाम है, इसमें तो इतना मिलना भी बहुत बड़ी मुश्किल की बात है. And you will justify. That is called as failing downward. But successful people, people with high confidence, because अभी तक वो लोग A, B, C, D, E तक आ चुके हैं, अभी वो F पे आ गए हैं. Whenever they reach a roadblock कि प्रोग्रेस नहीं हो रहा है, एफर्ट्स डाल रहे हैं लेकिन प्रोग्रेस नहीं हो रहा है, तभी क्या करनी चाहिए? At that point of time you have to study कि why did I fail? Exactly क्यों मैं फेल हुआ? फिर दूसरा क्वेश्चन पूछो, मैंने क्या किया जिसके कारण मैं फेल हुआ? This is called as self responsibility. And finally, मुझे क्या चेंज करना चाहिए? ये कैसे मालूम पड़ेगा क्या चेंज करना चाहिए? सिंपल है, जो सक्सेसफुल हुए ना उनसे मालूम पड़ जाएगा कि उन्होंने क्या किया जिसके कारण वो सक्सेसफुल हो गए. What did they do because of which they became successful? And that is exactly what I need to change in my strategy. Okay, that's right, Shubham. We must say we can do better, लेकिन बस वहीं पे रुकना नहीं है, उसके आगे बढ़ना है, एक्शन लेना है. लोग बोलते हैं अपने आप को, मैं करूंगा, दूसरी बार आई विल डू इट, आई विल अटेम्प्ट वंस अगेन, लेकिन क्या करते हैं? सेम फेलियर रिपीट करते हैं. क्यों मालूम है? बिकॉज दे डोंट आस्क दीज 3 पावरफुल क्वेश्चंस. व्हाई डिड आई फेल? व्हाट डिड आई डू बिकॉज ऑफ विच आई फेल्ड? एंड व्हाट कैन आई चेंज? व्हाई इज इट दैट अजय इज सक्सेसफुल इन द सेम एग्जाम? व्हाट डिड दे डू डिफरेंटली? इसको बोलते हैं फेल फॉरवर्ड. हर एक फेलियर आपको आगे लेके जाता है. गॉट इट? Is this crystal clear to everyone? सबको ये मालूम पड़ गया फेल फॉरवर्ड का मतलब क्या है? Everybody understood? Fail forward. Superb, superb. Now quickly guys, जिसको questions थे फटाफट मुझे questions पूछो, क्योंकि अभी मैं आपको एक टेक्निक देने वाला. Before I give the technique, quickly ask me the questions. The chat में वो ऊपर चला गया है. If anybody wants to ask the question, please ask. Let me also search. Okay, here it is. Let me just check. Okay. Okay, I've got the question. Sometimes some actions seem not effective in the long run, but in the long run it makes sense. That's right. And that is the reason why you need to keep a feedback always. Find out what is not working and what is working for you. See, always remember, always plan long term. Short term देखना ही नहीं है. कोई भी चीज में long term ही देखना है. That is how your planning should be. You're building confidence to go ahead. Okay, Suraj has a question. Sir, I admire many people. How do I find one person to follow? अभी एक simple question पूछो सूरज. इस वक्त आप लाइफ में कहां पर हो? और इस वक्त अगर लाइफ में आगे बढ़ना है, where are you in life at this point of time? Locate yourself and then ask yourself, अगर मुझे इस फेज में आगे बढ़ना है तो इनमें से कौन सबसे ज्यादा हेल्पफुल है मेरे लिए? From all these people, who I think is going to be more helpful to me, to admire, to move ahead in this phase of my life? And whatever name comes first in your mind, go ahead with that person. Got it, Suraj? Are you clear with it? The first question is, ask yourself, मैं कहां पर हूं इस वक्त? Okay, फिर इनमें से कौन मुझे अभी हेल्प कर सकता है? अगर मैं इनको एडमायर करूंगा तो अभी मैं इस वक्त है I can get successful. Then follow that person or follow the strategies. Great guys, wonderful. So let's now move ahead quickly to the technique. And the technique is a simple I am statement. From today onwards, I told you, as soon as you wake up, what you do is you wake up without keeping the snooze button. सबसे पहले अपना जो अलार्म फोन है ना, उसको दूर रखो. Keep it far away from you. आगे मिलना, हाथ में मिलना नहीं चाहिए. लाउड वॉल्यूम पे रखो, तो उठना ही चाहिए. उधर तक जाने के लिए उठना ही पड़ेगा. As soon as you get up, switch off the alarm and just take your cold water and be in your wow state. And at that point of time, I want you to do your I am statements. Okay. Now your I am statements kya hote hain? You are going to affirm who you are. So whatever you want to achieve on that day, whatever you want to achieve on that day, after you have cold water on your face and then you feel wow, immediately उसके बाद रुकना नहीं है, उसके बाद कॉफी पीने के लिए जाना नहीं है, चाय पीने के लिए नहीं जाना है. Okay, immediately after that, as you're looking at yourself in the mirror, say I am and put a positive phrase over there. For example, whatever you want to feel throughout that day, उस दिन आपको जो भी feel करना है, I am, you can say I am super amazing. Anything, whatever you want to feel on that day, I am super amazing. Now when you say I am super amazing, ऐसे नहीं बोलना है I am super amazing, कुछ नहीं होने वाला. Okay, when you say I am super amazing or whatever you want to experience on that day, you have to feel it. You have to feel it. It has to become real to you. You have to actually feel it. I am super amazing. When you say it, you should feel amazing. Keep saying it till you feel it. And then you have to see yourself becoming super amazing in your goal. Suppose you achieved your goal already. Future में already आपने आपका goal achieve कर चुके हो. How will you feel? How will you see yourself? What is the image you can see of yourself? Feel it, see it, and very important, my friends, is you need to hear it also. If you involve feeling, seeing, and hearing, it becomes really real for you. That's the reason why you're engaged with me, because you can hear me. I'm using a high tonality. I'm using a lot of energy, and you can see me as well in the video, and you can feel the difference. So, I am statements करने हैं अपने को, feel करना है उसको, सीख देखना है, and hear करना है. What is the meaning of hearing it? Say it in such a way that you can actually hear people applauding. So when you see yourself successful, do you hear people applauding? Do you hear your mom or somebody saying, wow? Make that reality for you right now. Beautiful, Suraj. In that case, Suraj, you know that you need to follow the admiration of your mom at this point of time, right? You got your answer. See how your mom is so effective and study why she's so effective and then model that behavior. Okay, fantastic. So are you all clear with all these factors? Are you all clear with all these factors? Anybody has any questions? Any questions before I proceed? So quickly, can anyone quickly put in the chat? What is this A, B, C, D, E, F? Let me see how much you all remember and how much you have been engaged. Very good. Attitude. Yes, come on guys, quickly. Swati, fantastic. Attitude, behavior. Consistency. Determination. Effective efforts. And finally, what does F mean? Failing forward. That is your A, B, C, D, F of attitude building. If you follow these steps as I've given you, you will definitely build a powerful attitude. Okay? Okay, now, how many of you commit today, right now? How many of you commit towards building powerful attitude? Just say, I commit in the chat. I do this commitment daily. Do you commit towards building a 10x attitude, a 10x confidence? Wonderful. Good to see the activity in the chat. Beautiful. Superb. Great. Now, if anybody has any question, you all can ask me, but I'm going to give you the gifts as I promised. Okay. So you have to take a look at the chat before I give you the gifts. Make sure you look at the chat. I'm going to give you some gifts right now. Because as I told you, I believe in not just a 1 hour session, but something that you can use every day. Okay. So here are the gifts. You can make use of the gifts. You can share it with others also, because I want the youth to actually be successful in everything that they do. So here it is. The first thing is I'm going to give you this, where you're going to get daily inspiration. That's the first gift. The second gift is, my friends, I want you to go ahead and grow your network. To be successful, you need to have a very high network in life. Your net worth equals your network sometimes, which means you need to connect with the right people. Now with this confidence that you have built, confidence leke baithna nahi hai. Go out, speak to people, get connected with the right people, make your own path. And one of the beautiful ways of doing that is connecting on LinkedIn. Because on LinkedIn, you have really good network. So I want you to make use of my network. Please use my network, get connected with people and grow yourself. So I'm going to give you that as well. Plus, I've given you access to the videos. I've given you access to this. And finally, something very important is I'm also going to give you a place where you will be reminded daily to grow. And that is this part over here. Completely, by the way, guys, the gifts are completely voluntary. Kisi ko nahi lena hai, they cannot take it, okay? But I am going to give it to you in any case. The last one is a community where every day we encourage and empower each other. So whoever wants it, you can take advantage of that. And very quickly, within 5 minutes, let me tell you one way of moving ahead. There are many ways, okay? I'm just going to give you one way of moving ahead. And I'll just take 5 minutes for that. Yes, fantastic. Now, if there is anyone over here who has thought of, and by the way, you have to actually create your own outcomes, okay? Who has thought of going ahead and having a management degree, if there is anyone who you feel that, management degree lena hai, then this is how we conduct our sessions in our classes also. Simple as that. Main itna hi bolunga. This is how engaging our sessions are. I'll be teaching you all of these things along with interview preparations, soft skills, verbal ability, everything. And this is how engaging our sessions are. So if anybody is thinking of going ahead, okay, Alok, fantastic. And going ahead for colleges where you want to grow in your career and you want to go ahead and, do your MBA. Specifically, I'm talking only about MBA right now. किसी को ऐसा लगता है कि वहां पे जाना है, तो there are many benefits. मैं ये नहीं बोलूंगा कि खाली MBA ही करना है, कभी ऐसे नहीं बोलने वाला मैं, okay? But anybody who feels that they have a calling to do MBA, then, and if you're preparing for CAT, fantastic, Alok, wonderful. So there is a way to do it. And let me tell you how. सबसे पहले, why people miss out, why people leave CAT or CET, why do they not complete it? Exam के पहले, and I'm going to tell you, जितने भी registrations होते हैं ना, 60% registrations, and this is a fact, 60% लोग छोड़ देते हैं before even exam के पहले ही छोड़ देते हैं. क्यों? उनको लगता है कि उन्होंने prepare नहीं किया ठीक से. And can you tell me why? क्यों ऐसे लोग छोड़ते हैं? उम्मीद क्यों छोड़ते हैं लोग? Why do they leave the hope? What do you think could be the reason? Why do people leave? 60% of people who apply never attend the exam. Success की बात छोड़ दो, एग्जाम ही नहीं देते हैं. Low confidence, and they also look at competition. Plus, I'll tell you what happens. हर एक के life में, and I'm going to tell you one thing and tell me if I'm wrong, okay? लाइफ में जब भी कोई इंपॉर्टेंट इवेंट आता है ना, लेट मी स्विच इट टू माय कैमरा, जस्ट गिव मी अ मोमेंट. लाइफ में कभी भी कोई इंपॉर्टेंट इवेंट आता है ना, तभी कोई ना कोई डिफिकल्टी आती है लाइफ में, कहीं ना कहीं डिफिकल्टी आ जाती है. हैव यू एक्सपीरियंस दैट? समथिंग वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट इज गोइंग टू हैपन एंड सडनली समथिंग हैपेंस. फैमिली में कुछ प्रॉब्लम आने लगता है, नहीं तो कोई ट्रेजेडी होने लगती है, नहीं तो सडनली यू फील कि नहीं कर सकता यार, इतनी सारी प्रॉब्लम्स आ रही है, आई डोंट वांट टू डू इट. ओके. एंड दैट इज व्हेन अपार्ट फ्रॉम योर प्रिपरेशन, जैसे कि चलो क्लासेस तो डाल दिए, मॉक टेस्ट तो दे दिए, ओके, 10-15 मॉक टेस्ट दे दिए, क्लासेस में भी अच्छा पढ़ा रहे, कोई बात नहीं. लेकिन what people don't give you and what they don't understand is this: you need to be coached and mentored. You need somebody to hold your hand and tell you that, Prachi, at this point of time, I know what you're going through, but here is a strategy. Ye strategy apply karo. And get up, Prachi, come on, do it. You have to do this work. You need somebody who gives you personalized attention and help. And that is what we offer here. Not just preparation for CAT, not just preparation for CAT. That is there. The extra thing that we are giving you from everybody else, which nobody gives you, is actual hand holding. You will be assigned group mentoring sessions where छोटा छोटा ग्रुप बनाएंगे हम 5-6 लोगों का, जिसमें the mentor is going to talk to you, counsel you and coach you as to क्यों success नहीं हो रहा है. Come on, let's talk about it. Let me help you on that. And you will be boosted up and you will be given tasks. वो task complete करना है, accountability partner मिलेगा, because of which you will all succeed. And that is the reason why we have a 96% success rate. 96%. Kyunki it's not only about teaching, it's also about being a human being. It's also about actually practicing what we preach. And we're happy to say that because that is exactly how we are different. So if anybody is interested in getting coached for CAT or CET, you can contact on the number that is provided. I'm going to share the number with you. And also you can contact us. So thank you very much, guys. Thank you very much. I'm so glad. Thank you for giving this time. My gratitude to the college, to all the sirs and ma'ams, everyone. Thank you very much. And we can go ahead, and I think that is it then. I'm just going to give you the number in the end. That is this number over here. Let me show you the number. Let me just give it to you. And that's it from my end. Did you enjoy the session, my friends? Maza aaya sabko? I hope you understood everything and you can now apply it in your life. Thank you very much. I'll be glad. I love to be with students because they are the best. That's why. I've given you the contact details also. Anybody who wants to go ahead and register can go ahead and do that. Just you can book a free counseling call and find out if it's there for you or not. Thank you. Over to you, Neeta ma'am. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, sir. Thank you very much. I think we have got big gifts from this Ajay sir, and we have all witnessed more than 1 hour and 20 minutes. A superb, engaging session, and we have observed a confident and enthusiastic person for more than an hour. I'm so happy that the sir has engaged our session. Sir taught us how to be confident, how to switch our role in being extrovert and introvert according to the situation and according to the need. He taught us how to take the A, B, C, D, E, F of confidence, attitude, which should be a positive and practical also. How to be our behavior, how to replicate other people, how we can be do consistent in our activities, who should be our accountability partner, how we can be determined for anything, effective efforts, how to give a 20-minute chunk as a strategy, and how not to fail downward and fail forward. And I think it was not a theoretical and total practical session. He also told us how to be provided with a technique I am, which was very fantastic. And we are so thankful to you, sir. I just wanted to give a small instruction to all the students. Please fill your feedback form before giving the formal vote of thanks. I really felt enthusiastic. Like you can pass on your energy to everyone, sir. Thank you so much for that. And
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much.
on behalf of Student Guidance and Placement Cell, I thank our supporting principal, Dr. Geeta Menon, madam, our friend, philosopher, and convener, Mrs. Neelam Kapoor, madam, and all the career guidance and placement cell team members, a person who always attends all the session, Dr. Dole, and all our teaching staff who attended the session, and all our dear students. And a big thank you once again